Russia's President Vladimir Putin made his first public appearance in over a month on Friday. Putin took part in a ceremony held in capital Moscow's Victory Park to celebrate Russia Day. Russia Day was inaugurated in the year 1992 and marks Russia's declaration of sovereignty from the Soviet Union. On Friday, landmarks across Russia were lit up with visual displays of patriotism and giant Russian flags. Celebrations were held as Russia is beginning to ease the COVID-19 induced lockdown. This while Russia's COVID-19 case tally surpassed the 500,000 mark on Thursday. The Kremlin has insisted that the crisis is under control and restrictions can be lifted. But experts believe that the reasons for the easing of restrictions have political undertones. They say that Russia is keen to lift lockdown measures ahead of two important political milestones. The first event is the Victory Day Parade in Moscow. The event, originally held on the 9th of May every year, was rescheduled for the 24th of June this year due to the COVID-19 crisis. The parade is a grand show of Russia's military power, and experts say it's a way for Putin to showcase his strong leadership. The second reason holds an even more increased importance for President Putin. On the 1st of July, Russia is set to hold a nationwide vote on constitutional changes which would allow Vladimir Putin to continue in office even after his current presidential term ends in the year 2024. The vote has been rescheduled from the original 22nd April. Taking a nationalistic note in his speech at the Russia Day celebrations, Putin said that Russia's history was full of pages of glory and pride. But his speech was much more than just a look back at the nationalistic pride. Enthusing confidence ahead of the vote, President Putin said that he was sure of his citizens' support.
Потому закономерно, что столь часто звучали предложения внести эти фундаментальные, стержневые принципы в Конституцию России. Убежден, что такую позицию разделяет и поддерживает абсолютное большинство наших граждан.
But the road ahead for Putin looks full of obstacles. Hundreds of polling officials in Russia have refused to organize the July 1st vote. They say that organizing such a large-scale public event poses a danger to their health and lives and is also dangerous for the voters.
Мне кажется, что гражданская позиция должна заключаться в том, что ответить на вопросы надо, а вот организовывать все это, участвовать в этом, я бы не стал. Собственно, наверное, в целом это так. То есть для голосующих опасность, безусловно, не так велика с точки зрения.
Despite assurances from Russia's Central Election Commission that all health precautions will be taken, unease among officials and voters remains alike. Experts say that Putin would want to push through the vote on the 1st of July. He would want to get this done away with before the shortcomings of his administration in the handling of the pandemic come to light and turn into a wave of anti-Putin sentiment. Russia is the third worst affected country in the world, with over 500,000 infected cases and more than 8,000 deaths. Scientists are discovering new facets of the novel coronavirus every single day. In a recently released study, it's being said that the most dominant route for the spread of COVID-19 is through air. The group of researchers pushed for the importance of face masks. The report suggests that a significant reduction in transmission of the infection is due to the mandated face covering. To explain the face mask theory, Nobel laureate in chemistry Maria Molina assessed the transmission pathways of the virus. This was done by analyzing the trend and mitigation measures used in three major virus hotspots: China's Wuhan city, America's New York City, and Europe's epicenter, Italy. According to researchers, why these three have had very different trajectories is due to the enforcement of mandatory face masks. The report suggests that in the month of April, over 100,000 infections were prevented in New York City and Italy. The Nobel Prize winner also expressed concerns that the World Health Organization is only working on measures to prevent contact transmission, which, according to the report, is not the major mode of transmission. It's important to note here that on many occasions, the WHO has completely denied that air was one of the ways for the virus to transmit. The study describes the social distancing norm as insufficient by itself in protecting the people. Their analysis shows that wearing protective face masks in public areas was highly effective in containing the spread of the disease. The report says, and I quote here, wearing of face masks in addition to social distancing, self-isolation and contact tracing represents the most effective measure to stop the COVID-19 pandemic, unquote.